Hi, welcome back. We are in my new office space. This is going to be a switch up from the past 5 years. You have either seen me out of my home office or my master bathroom, which is where I've been filming for the past 2 years because we turned my home office into what's now my son's nursery or bedroom. So I just felt like it was time. I have been looking for a proper office space for a little over a year now. And I stumbled upon, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a hidden gem. Like, can we talk other than the ugly, like, Serta black foam, which hopefully will be, like, cut from the next video. These are the only chairs I have in here right now. I mean, just look at this clean backdrop. We can focus on the makeup. The lighting is just so neutral in here. I don't have to, like, mess with color correction because I don't know if you noticed, and I'm gonna go on a tangent here, but my bathroom sent off very blue and green vibes because that is what the undertone of the paint is in my house. And so I always had to go in and do some type of color correction because it would mess with the final appearance of the makeup. This room is so crisp, so clean. I have a second light back here, or a second window, so it kind of creates like this spotlight effect. So this is more than likely the backdrop that you will be seeing from here on out. I have 5 rooms in this office area. It's like a very open but multi-room floor plan. So, you know, I may like flip-flop around, but if you missed my last video where I talked about getting this space, yeah, I'm here now and I'm like really excited to just have all of this extra room. I can't explain how much it's just kind of like freed up space in my brain, because if you work from home, even for a short period of time, but for 12 years like I have, it's hard to view your home as an actual home, because I'll be in work mode and then I pass by, you know, like a pile of laundry that needs to be done, and then I end up doing the laundry, and then I'm like, oh, you know, like the counter needs to be cleaned off, and you end up losing a lot of time. So I just thought it is time we are dedicating. We are doing this, and I'm already in love. So without further ado, this is a test run, essentially, what I'm doing today. I kind of just want to like test things out, see, you know, what I can improve on in my next videos. If I need to fix, you know, lighting or microphone or anything like that. I have a very small amount of makeup moved into this office, and so I thought it would be perfect to do like a fresh face spring makeup look. And like most importantly, this is what I wanted to use because I forgot I had this, and I'm embarrassed because truly around the holiday times the PR kind of just got out of hand, and this was something I was really looking forward to trying, and I know a lot of you either own or really enjoy as well, but it's the Makeup Forever HD Skin Palette. And I thought that would be perfect to move into here right now because you can do a lot of different things with this. So it's a full face palette. So I thought we'd play around with that and a couple of other items. So that's what's on the agenda today. Also, of course, the first day I'm filming in my office is the first day that there's construction happening. Guess I'll have to figure that out when the time comes. But let's go ahead and start. I used this one time. I used it a couple days ago for an Instagram reel, and I got an okay vibe for it. If you're familiar at all with the Makeup Forever HD Skin line, then you know it is pretty skin-like. I mean, this is not something that you're gonna get super full coverage with, but I would say it could be built up to a medium coverage. So I'm going to take this lighter color and mix it down here because this is more of a cool tone. This is a warm tone. It kind of just matches with my skin right now. I don't know the shades. I'll have to pop them out and I'll include them in the info box. But the way I've been really enjoying using this, or this isn't my second time using it, but I just kind of applied with my fingers since I want to mix the colors seamlessly. And I've got my little Merit complexion brush here, and we're just gonna blend this in. So this very much reminds me of the kind of like a mix of Makeup Forever HD Skin and also the Makeup Forever Face and Body. I don't know if we remember that from back in the day, but that was like a big, I really love that one, and I was a big fan of it. And I wore the original Makeup Forever HD Skin Liquid on my wedding day. So I've always been a fan of the HD Skin line. So this is one light layer, and you could definitely build it up if you wanted to, but I think that's the beauty of the HD skin. It just always does look very skin-like. And I just looked up the price of this palette. You know what? And I don't know, maybe, I'm sorry if I'm being out of touch, but I just feel like makeup is so expensive now. I was expecting this to be like 200 bucks, and it said it was 85, which, like, I just bought a set of 4 mini Merit blushes for 60 the other day. So maybe I'm just like doing a comparison in that, but you can literally do a full face of makeup with this palette. It is so travel friendly. So I don't know. I was kind of like very surprised to see that. I know for a while you could also make your own like custom palette on the Makeup Forever website. I don't know if you can still do that because I think they're advertising these in 3 different, you know, like skin tone ranges. And this one is definitely the lighter one, but I'll put in the info box if you can customize, because I remember back in the day, I really wanted to do that, but I got a Mac Pro discount and I could always like do custom cream color bases and those, and kind of just like, it kind of had everything that I needed, you know, and it's really hard to also beat MAC formulas in my opinion. So I just never jumped on board with making my own from Makeup Forever, but honestly, this comes with really pretty, just good neutral colors. Yeah, looking close up at my skin right now, I'm actually pretty pleased with the way this looks. So let's go ahead and move into the bronzer in this palette. There are 3. This one is very, you know, warm tone. This one appears more neutral. And this one's just a good darker color to have on hand for like the summertime. So I yesterday, or not yesterday, but the couple days ago that I used this, I mixed, as you can see, these 2 colors. I think I'm just gonna mix like the actual medium tone color today and use that. Just because I didn't really feel like the lightest shade, I mean, did much for me. Maybe actually I'll put a little bit of the lighter color up here. Honestly, these do blend into the skin really seamlessly. I was expecting the bronzers to have a little bit more drag to them, but they really don't. I mean, that blended out with very, very little effort. I normally don't put a ton of bronzer contour on my forehead. Number one, because I always miss my hairline, and then I've got, you know, like a brown and white streak. Also because you probably can't tell because the lighting is immaculate in here. I actually have a dent in my forehead. You can kind of see like when I turn my head. I don't think I've ever publicly talked about this on my channel. In the 10, 12 years I've been making videos, I've never addressed this. I have a dent in my forehead, and sometimes you can see it very well from when I was born, and they tried to pull me out with forceps, and it like permanently caused an indentation in my forehead. Sometimes it's so prominent that I've had people ask me like if I've gotten hit in the head. So love that for me, and that is why I normally avoid applying bronzer to that area. I used this pink color the other day and I absolutely loved it. I used it on my lips and my cheeks, but for the sake of trying the other color, I think I'm gonna mix both of them. The first pink shade is a little light, so we're gonna see if this more like peachy coral shade. Oh yeah, it's also like pretty light. That's surprising. I mean, not that I'm mad about it. Like, we all know me. I'm a very minimal, mild blush girl that generally won't even go for a pink. If it's brown, orangey, terracotta, yes. Nude, yes. But straight up pinks, I normally just don't go for. I'm going to pop a little bit more of the lighter shade on. I don't know if you can hear that music in the background, but I live in a college town. And my office is literally, it's basically on campus. And so I get to hear the bells. When the bells ring, they play different songs. I actually really like it. It's very calming. I'm gonna set this a little bit with the Saie Beauty Air Set. I brought this to my office because this was next up in my project pan. So I just thought I would bring it over here and it would kind of just act as like the in-house setting powder until I run out. And isn't that fun? I can do like a project pan at my office where I just keep the makeup here and then use it up and can replenish from home. I'm actually very much looking forward to doing that. See this one hair that won't let me live my life today? Absolutely torturing me, but I'm just gonna give up on it. So just gonna set with a little bit of the air set powder, and I do really like this. No complaints with it. That's why I kind of picked it to be next up on my, you know, to use up list. And then last up from this palette, I am going to try the highlighter because I didn't use it the other day. I didn't have a powder here at the office and I kind of thought I was glowy enough on my own. So let's throw some on. I brought this Jones Road bronzer that I've really been wanting to try. It is in the shade Dusty Rose. Look at it. It's like pink. It's like a blush. So I thought this would be kind of fun to try out. Also help set my... Ooh. Okay, that's a little bright. It's like a little bit brighter than what I was thinking it was going to be. Okay, Jones Road popping off on the bronzers because most of the time their stuff is pretty sheer. But that had a good amount of pigment, I would say. And to keep this really fresh and simple, I thought I would use the About Face Cream Shadow Stick, and this one is in the shade called Pearly. I think I thought I grabbed a peachy one, but I guess we're going to be using Pearly today. It's a pretty high shine. It's got some silver reflex in it, but I'm just going to keep this like pretty clean. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of mascara. This one is the Sport Mascara from Gen C. I feel like what I have on my lips right now is very like spring appropriate. It's one of my favorite lip products and it's the M Beauty Project Lip Glaze, and this is the mystery shade. It does just give kind of like this soft pink popsicle vibe, but just to play around a little bit, I also have the cookie shade, which is a nude, and I really enjoyed this one too. I'm going to apply a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, or no, this is medium 2 Pillow Talk, and maybe just add a touch of this on top. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the lips how they are. I like it, just like soft rosebud, you know, kind of pink tone here. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm so excited. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to do like very minimal editing to this video. All we have to do is get rid of this old clunker back here and do a nice little like maybe like a mid-century modern chair where you can like barely see the back and you know the focus is only on the products on my face. I hope you enjoyed this test run video. I mean, I was planning on doing like a fresh spring look anyways, but I thought this would be a good little challenge for myself since I didn't have a ton of makeup or tools moved into my office yet. And I really like the way it turned out. Also, in terms of the Makeup Forever palette, I'm going to say yes. I mean, I really like the way it looks on my skin. I think it would be really versatile for someone who travels a lot, someone who's just okay with even applying with your fingers. This would be perfectly fine. Like I said, I wore this a couple days ago and I didn't set it with anything. Did it have the best longevity? Like at the end of the day, I was looking at my makeup and I'm like, no, but did I actually like try? Not really, you know, I didn't help a girl out. So just keep that in mind. I think, you know, doing a little bit of setting powder like I did today will really help it out. But otherwise, it's just a super creamy skin-like formula. And okay, let me make sure this is only 85 bucks. 85 bucks. I mean, honestly, I could not go to CVS right now and get a full face of makeup for 85 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like foundation, concealer, bronzer, contour, blush, lip color. There's no way. So I don't know. I'm very surprised. I thought this would be more. But honestly, in my opinion, at that price point, yes. She's a runner. She's a track star. I would give it the stamp of approval. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.